Okay guys, before we start this video, I just want to let you know that I released a fridge magnet with a greasy yet inspirational quote on it. It's don't be the same, be better. I'm an old French dad. Anyway, it's only gonna be available for a month. I'll post a link in the description box down below. Now back to the video. What's up guys, Salut, welcome back to the Supermarket Beer Challenge series. In the last episode, if you remember well, we had an infection in our brewing batch. Just a bunch of f***ing amateurs. In this challenge, we allowed ourselves only to use both ingredients and equipments that we can only source in a standard average supermarket. That's very funny. That's very funny. Well, I am frustrated. How do you want me to feel? Like I went all the way to London, brewed for a day and a half, and then I'm just back here knowing that the batch we made is ruined. I feel bad. Let's just pull myself back together and try and find the cause of infection. I'm gonna investigate bad, man.
Salut, Alex.
We got an infection.
We need to demystify what our beer infection actually was.
It's got an infection of lactobacillus.
Lactobacteria. You might be familiar with these as they are very common when you're making, for example, sourdough, kimchi or yogurt, and in which case they are very helpful. They are the origin of that slightly sour, tangy flavor, but in our case it's just unwanted. It's not actually dangerous for us, but it's bad for the beer. That infection process is just not reversible. You can't just disinfect a beer that has been infected, which doesn't mean that we're gonna give up. Far from it. The million-dollar question at the moment is, what has gone wrong? We've got ingredients that could be faulty. We've got processes that could be faulty. And we've got equipments that could be faulty. Plenty suspect. Let's just review them one by one. So if we're talking about ingredients, that can't be water. It has been commercially sealed. Same goes for yeast. We did not use any traditional hops. We use an alternative for it. Hops are known to have that antimicrobial activity, so that could be this one. Malt was commercially sealed, so it can't be malt. We boiled the shit out of cereals afterwards, so that can't be. Both of these happened before or right on the boiling stage, which basically killed all bacteria. Now, cooling things not fast enough could potentially help bacteria grow. We left things to cool at room temperature. Now with fermenting, plenty things could have gone wrong around the fermenting process, but I don't think the process itself is a problem. I don't think we did such a good job in sanitizing, and to be honest, I don't even think that our solution, our sanitizing agent, was like that great. Basically, I'm not questioning the tank, which is a commercially sealed bottle of water, but I might be questioning the airlock. We need to conduct these experiments in parallel, because each one of these takes about a week. So I'm gonna split the labor between Johnny and I. So these are the potential cause of infection that I see. If it's one of them, good, we have a chance to maybe solve it. But if it's not one of these, it's the end of the story. Anyway, let's just start. Right, so this is how it's gonna work. First of all, I'm gonna clear the air. I'm gonna make a new airlock, a solid one. If you remember the design we made in the pub, it basically looked very much like this commercially available airlock that's sold by Kilner. So the only difference, to be honest, was that our airlock was opaque, so you couldn't see things happening inside. That's just preventing us from validating that the airlock works. So I'm gonna make another one, one that you can basically see through. You just need to imagine that I'm a big bacteria colony bubbling like maniac. it works. Let's make a batch using that brand new airlock. So it's been a few days since I made that experiment with the new airlock. I still got an infection, basically. It's not the airlock.
Hey Alex! So I've got another batch on the go, so I've just got some lovely fruity hops I'm just going to throw in and see if they have an antibacterial effect. So 2 of these in there, and then we're going to watch that temperature drop off real fast. So I've just bottled batch 2. It is infected.
So we know for sure now that it's not related to the airlock, it's not related to hops, it's not related to the cooling method. So that only leaves us with one option. If it's not sanitizing, the whole experiment would be a failure. That's why I don't like science that much. Hey man.
Hello.
What's up? Ah no! What's this face for? What's this face for?
One of them wasn't infected. It was the one that used proper sanitizer.
So we have batch?
We have one bottle because I did many batches.
That's a start. That's a start. I'm glad, man. The whole methodical approach worked.
Yeah.
We figured out what the problem is.
I'm feeling pretty relieved. If you could see my heart rate, there was a heart rate monitor when I was testing that.
Oh no! I shouldn't probably celebrate too quickly because we still got much work to do. But it's a good start now. Things should get better.
It is possible that things will get better.
We have a clean batch. We have a clean batch. By the power of science and a bit of luck, the sanitizing agent is the one that was faulty in the first place. Anyways, I never liked bleach in the first place. I think it's imparting a bad flavor to the beer, so I'm glad before we jump and just use the brewer standard, which is Starsan. There still is something that came from you guys. In the first episode, somebody in the comments, he has been using Milton, a baby tablet, safe for babies and mom. If we fully want to go on supermarket beer challenge, then this could be the savior. Let's make a batch using this one and we'll decide afterwards. Done. Johnny!
Hello, how you doing?
I just wanted to share this with you, mate. The Milton experiment went well.
That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So we've now got 2 batches that have worked.
That's a lot of beer to be tasted.
That's amazing. So glad.
So that's great. All I need to do right now is to bottle them. Sugar and water. It's very fizzy. So that is the bottling done. I'm glad I got this step out of the way now. The thing I know for sure is that our batch is not infected. The problem now, there's always one. I don't know if our beer is gonna taste good. That's a small problem. That's a small problem. This is something I can only verify by tasting the beer, which can't happen next week. No, the beer needs a bit more time to age, to develop a bit more flavors. To be honest, the fate is not in my hand no more. I did the best that I could. What if our beer tastes like, or even worse? I'm just resisting the urge right now to open the fridge and just drink it. Drink it! No, I can't do that. I can't do it. I mean, if you want to stay updated about the outcome of this crazy and famous adventure, I can only suggest you to subscribe to the channel. And also, if you like the project, just share this video everywhere. It's always helping me big time. So I will catch up with you next time. Take care, bye bye. Salut.